So body language is the language of the body. It's how your face is moving, how your eyes are moving, what kind of eye contact you have, how your hands are moving, gestures, all of that, whether you have a smile or no on your face. So it is tougher to mask our body language, gestures, and facial expressions. If you say one thing and your body language says the other, your listener is obviously going to trust the body language and not the, you know, not what you're saying. So let's say I will just say that my hands are folded right now like this, and I'm going to say I'm a very friendly person without a smile on my face. I'm sure it's not looking convincing in any way. I'm not, and I say I'm a very friendly person, automatically you will believe what I have said. Non-verbal communication is the most important part of communication. So Albert Mehrabian was a scientist, and he said that 55% of communication is body movements through face, arms, etc. 38% of our voice tone or modulation is 38%, like the tone of our voice, the modulation, the pauses, etc. And only 7% uh, are the words which are impactful. So it's very important to have a right posture, the correct body language, a subtle smile on your face if you want to appear to be friendly. Wherever you want to avoid, avoid any kind of closed gestures. Gestures like, folded hands. Like when you see, public speakers speaking on, especially TED Talks, I would say. I'm sure everybody has seen these TED Talks. When you see people speaking, they always have an open body language, and they are always, the tone and the voice is extremely, um, enthusiastic, and they are extremely, you feel they are filled with energy. And they never have a close body language like folded hands, and they just, you can't talk as a speaker when you're going to have folded arms or folded legs anywhere. You need to have a very open body language. And so can anybody tell me what are these people communicating to you?
First one looks shocked. Other one is very excited. Something like you won a game or something like that.
Yeah.
Third one looks confused. Fourth one is somewhat irritated. And the fifth one is wondering.
Right. So we can say that just by our gestures, we come to know so much. We come to know whether what a person is feeling just by this much. Although we don't know that person, the person is not, but still they have communicated to us. These are certain power poses, when you are going for a meeting or something which you are anxious about, and you just, keep your hands, arms raised in a V position, or hands on the hip like this with, with a powerful pose. These are uncertain. They just give you instant energy, and they just make you feel extremely happy, and they just give you that extra pump, when you're feeling anxious. Whereas certain other poses with your hands folded and, they just make you feel again dull, and you're communicating as if you're not ready for what you're doing. Again, etiquette is very important, is a very important thing. It is something known as, uh, manners, I would say. So it is something which should complement to your image. We see so many people, we meet in so many cultures, they're extremely, extremely polite. In all cultures, we generally say good morning or hello, or we greeting is something we have although different ways of greeting, but there is a greeting. There is a certain way where we eat. There is a certain way where we send an email. There is a language to it. Certain way we send a WhatsApp. That's why we have. I mean, etiquette is very important, and etiquette is something that will, gives you the right knowledge to what to expect from others, and what others expect from you, and how to respond appropriately. The right knowledge, we can develop others. We can develop a good relation with others, and others will also develop a trust with us. It's a very important part of creating a personal brand. You know, some organizations have a particular culture, a particular way of treating. Like you can see the Tatas, the way they treat their customers is something out of the world. We have all experienced, we might have all experienced how you know, Taj treats their customers when they go for dining or when they go for a stay over. And you know, it's basically a part of their culture, their etiquette, and it just sets them apart from anybody. It's a very important part of creating a personal brand. When you want to create your personal brand, you will immediately, you need to think that what kind of etiquette or how much of it do I need to put in. Basic etiquettes we all know about: dining, business etiquette, meeting etiquette, etc. A good manners will open doors that the best education cannot. We all agree to this, because if you have good manners, we will, you know, it will just open doors to anything. So that's why nowadays there's a lot of importance given to dining etiquette, teaching dining etiquette to children, young adults, even corporates. They pay a lot of attention to this small thing, because meetings happen over lunches and dinners, and it is very important to know, you know, especially when you're communicating with anybody, but more so over when you're communicating with the global, you know, people around the globe, it's very important. So behavior is your attitudes, values, you know, it is, they are extremely effective. And when you, obviously we all know that when we have a positive attitude, it creates a positive impression and it makes us positive. Just give me a minute. And when we have a negative attitude towards anything, it's obviously going to affect us. So behavior, also the way we talk, the way you know, what are our values, how you know, comfortable are we with expressing certain things, how do we do certain, you know, talk, what are our strengths, whether how much are we ready to be flexible, and how much we are ready to you know, accept things in us and change. So as we know, light travels faster than sound, and this is why some people appear bright until you hear them speak. When you hear them speak, immediately you will either get attracted or totally repelled. You feel, "Arey, theek hai yaar," you know, you cannot talk or communicate with this person more. So digital footprint, we all know nowadays that what kind of digital footprint we want to create, what kind of photographs we want to post, what kind of posts we want to make. So it is very important to be in sync with your professional image and to help you create a personal brand. On social media, it's important to be authentic, original, resourceful, professional.